The world's a better place because you're here to join us. My name is Matt Brown, and I'm the host of the Productive Conversations podcast. It's a Friday, a feel good Friday, the 6th of February, 2026, 2226. And we have a stellar tweet cap to talk about what was trending during the past week. What has everybody been talking about? What's been on everyone's minds across sports, news, entertainment, and culture. Before we do that, I just want to remind you to like and subscribe to the Productive Conversations podcast on our podcast platforms and YouTube. And don't forget to check out exclusive content regarding the show across all social media platforms. We're on Instagram at Productive Conversations Podcast, X and Twitter at ProdConvoPod. We're on TikTok at Productive Conversations and Facebook at Productive Conversations. So, as we are about to head into Super Bowl weekend, available to you all right now is a Super Bowl preview, Productive Conversations exclusive Super Bowl preview. Me and Ryan talking about the game, the X's and O's, and who we think will win. You could check out that preview also on this channel on all podcast platforms and YouTube. We'll be back together after the Super Bowl to instantly react to the game itself. That will be available right after the final snap of the Seahawks and Patriots. And then we'll be back on Tuesday to talk about what's trending over the weekend. Definitely a lot of it will be involved with that game, I'm sure. And then we'll see where else things are going to be going. But an interesting few days ahead. So why don't we talk about what was happening over the last few days? And with that is me and Ryan and Jose for this one. What's up, gentlemen? Good to see you guys.
Good to be here. Happy
What's
happy to
up,
be here
fellas?
again.
That's right. Double trouble for Ryan. We got Jose on this one. And let's have a good time. Let's talk about what was going on during this past week. First things first, I'm sure a lot of you are aware of what's going on, this unfortunate situation regarding Savannah Guthrie and her family. Savannah Guthrie, most famously associated with the Today Show. She's been a Today Show host forever.
Yeah.
And it was reported earlier this week that her mother, at the age of 84, Nancy Guthrie, is missing from her home in the Catalina Foothills area near Tucson, Arizona. She was last seen on Saturday night, January 31st, 2026, when the family dropped her home after dinner. She was reported missing by relatives the next day after she failed to appear at church. And I'm giving you, by the way, I'm giving you what's the updated facts as of 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Thursday night. So this
Yes.
is what we have for now. Authorities believe she was taken against her will and are treating the case as a crime and a possible kidnapping. Nancy has limited mobility and serious health needs, including daily medication and a pacemaker. Authorities say it's highly unlikely she left voluntarily. The evidence at the scene: blood was found on the front porch and has been confirmed through DNA testing that it does belong to Nancy Guthrie. Her home is being treated as a crime scene. Surveillance systems like the doorbell camera were disabled, and her pacemaker's connectivity was interrupted early Sunday morning. Multiple alleged ransom notes have been reported by media outlets, some demanding payment, including Bitcoin, and some containing specific details about her home and items. Officials are investigating these notes, but do not yet confirm the legitimacy. The FBI has joined the investigation and is offering a $50,000 reward for information leading to Nancy's recovery or an arrest. One person was arrested in connection with a fake ransom demand, but this individual is not believed to actually be involved in the disappearance itself. At this time, no suspect or person of interest has been publicly identified. Law enforcement has explicitly pushed back against unverified rumors and speculation about potential suspects. Authorities trying to emphasize they are reviewing multiple leads and that is still ongoing. For the family, their response to Samantha Guthrie and her siblings have made an emotional public appeal for her mother's safe return. You can check that out on Instagram. It's very sad to watch. So again, if you want to see that, go online for that. And they're asking anyone with information to come forward and urging the kidnappers to provide proof of life. Savannah has temporarily stepped away from her hosting duties at the Today Show to be with her family during this time. And at this time, there is no proof that Nancy is alive, though they continue to operate under the belief that she is still out there. And they have cautioned the public and media against spreading unverified claims or naming potential suspects prematurely. And of course, us here at Productive Conversations wish for a safe and fast recovery for Nancy. But what a bizarre story. Um, we're heading into Friday and there's still nothing. It's pretty scary, upsetting. I believe she spoke with the president regarding this, and a lot of people, NBC is about to cover the Winter Olympics, and a lot of people are joining her in solidarity to help find them, and other things going on. So NBC will be hosting the Super Bowl and Peacock. So a lot's going on with that network, and I mean, yeah, who wants to kidnap an 84-year-old woman? That is bizarre.
Yeah,
What is
it's
going on there? And
and
feel
it
free to
like
anyone else has anyone to say there. That's my one big question of anything.
yeah.
Why an 84-year-old woman with mobility and health
Well,
issues?
yeah, why anybody, right? But it's like
True, right. But in this case,
but but also like why the Guthries? Because we haven't had like a thing like this happen in a long time, like a celebrity kidnapping. I guess
yeah,
that's probably
true.
the thing we should call this. That's I mean, like this is like the Lindbergh baby and all that. Not like
And then
similarly.
the Getty one too.
Right, yeah. It's like so this is a celebrity
He didn't. He
kidnapping.
refused to pay the ransom to Grandpa.
Well, yeah. But all right, but Getty, a great example.
Yeah,
So like that guy is like filthy stinking rich, okay? Um, when you think of people today who fit that profile, Guthrie does not come up like she's got money. Obviously, she's on TV. She's very successful in her broadcast career. Like she's got money. I'm not calling, she's not crying poor, but I'm like, it's not like they kidnapped, like a Bezos or a Zuckerberg. You know
yeah,
what I mean? Like it's a very weird to target Savannah Guthrie's mom unless you know that nobody could see you when you took Savannah Guthrie's mom. Like, who even thinks, like, you know what we should do? We should go get Savannah Guthrie's mom.
right.
Like, no one had that idea randomly. Like, they had to have known she was there. They had to be, like, neighbors or, like, in town with her or
Exactly.
something.
There's definitely. I think we'll find out that there's a connection with the Guthrie family and
Whoever
whoever
took
these
her. I
people are
agree.
doing this. Especially the
It's
fact that
just too random.
yeah, the fact that they disabled the cameras too. That's
Yeah.
nuts. Somebody, I don't know. I mean, I have a Ring door camera. I just bought it and I got the app, and
Mhm.
so far so good. So how could somebody get into that app to turn the camera off?
I
Simple
think
as
they
that, right?
took the camera away. Like, they broke the camera.
Okay.
Yeah.
And still, but how are you able to see? There was some footage you could see that
He
the
should have
camera
seen
goes
somebody unless he
and
was
then it
able to
just
sneak around.
right.
Yeah.
I'd like to think there's no one dumb enough if you're in mass gear, do like the like
Or it
your
could be just an
Sly
inside
Fox.
job.
Well, so I thought about that, and I mean, we're not going to get into the whatevers, but there was a rumor, and the reason why there's so much on the don't spread rumors bit is because there was a rumor pointing
Hmm.
to family that has since proven to be not true. The police have investigated and cleared that. But so part of me is like, yeah, that makes sense. Like when you describe it, it makes sense as an inside job, but why? What do they get out of it? That's
Well,
the
like
thing that doesn't
this
make
is
sense.
well, look at Lindbergh's baby. Everybody knew it was the babysitter that did it.
Right,
That's
right,
why
but you
it
notice
got the
that,
two guys to come in.
but the babysitter, like very, very specifically, wasn't related to the family. Who is there's
Correct,
no
but you also realize
inside
that
person for an 84 year
well,
old woman.
we don't know who's taking care of her. Obviously, she can't do shit by herself. They just said that, so it's obvious
So
someone's
yeah, I
taking
guess
care of her.
if she's got like a health aide or something, then maybe that's who it is. I mean,
Health aide could just
someone
tell
was
you,
probably gonna
and
take her to church, so maybe that person. I don't know, but that person would probably be
that
missing.
that too.
Like they would notice if that person was also
I
missing from
mean that.
church. I don't know.
Well, the
It's so
babysitter
weird.
Lindbergh's baby continue working. It continue working. So I mean, you by you being missing too, you're obviously basically calling yourself out.
Right, that's what I
It's an inside
mean.
job.
Yeah.
Come on. It's an inside job. Someone knew the angle of the fucking camera to get to the
To
camera
get
and
around
knock
it,
it
yeah.
down.
But
Someone
also,
had to do that.
why would they attack the elderly woman? If it's an inside job, they know that she can't do anything, you know?
Correct, but you also, I mean, if she's trying to that, and she's a big bitch. I mean, come on, you look at the photo of her. You got to carry that bitch, or you got to knock that bitch out, and
Why
just
would no, you don't want to
2 million
knock her
trip. Let's
out. I
go.
mean, she can't walk more than 50 feet, they said. Anyway, so
Ryan,
knocking her out's not going to help you.
let's be real. Let's be knocking her out. I can get her on the truck and go with no force,
Oh,
nobody
jeez.
screaming, nothing. Let's
I
be
guess.
real.
I don't know.
No, I'm
84
not
years
saying.
old.
I'm
I don't
saying.
know that
uh,
we also, but so I will say, I think you could be right. But what that also then to me means is that the people who did this, because there's like an idea that this is a professional thing. And
Oh,
like,
like Barry.
right, but I'm like, this can't be professional if they targeted an 84-year-old woman with health issues. She can't move.
Ryan,
Her
no
heart
perfect.
will stop at
Ryan, I
any
agree
point,
with
could
you.
stop at any point in time. Like, this is an amateur, and I don't know what they get out of it if
Ryan,
I just don't get it.
I think we have a mistake. You're acting like I have to be kind to her. I
I'm
just
not being
need to
kind to
get rid
anyone.
of her. I No, like
Oh, you
your
mean if you're the person?
heart can
Well, if you
stop.
want
Homie,
money, if you
if
want
she's dead, she's
money,
dead.
yeah, but you're not getting money if she's dead. You're not getting money if she's dead.
You ain't getting listen, let's get two things right. You're correct. Well, you're wrong in this sense. My job as the kidnapper is A, to get the money before you know anything. Two,
Yeah, but they're not.
at the
That's
end of the
not
day,
how
if
that
I don't
works.
oh, it does work because if I don't get the money, I don't get the money. My job is not to get caught.
Yeah, but they're gonna
Now,
want proof of life before they pay you.
okay, but you're not understanding, Ryan.
Hopefully it
All right,
wasn't the
my
Getty.
job is
Didn't they
to
have
get.
to? Didn't they
I
give? Oh, I'm sorry, Jose. My bad.
They know. Well, they got to get. What Ryan doesn't understand is the job is to get the money as fast as I can possible without
Yeah,
putting much work. When it gets complicated, I'm getting rid of the body. Period, and I'm
I
not gonna get
guess.
caught. So it went from making money now to not getting caught. So if
Block
I
got
can't
too
make the
hot, so they're
money,
just done.
I gotta. It's like the Lindbergh's baby. We found out what's the name who was the babysitter. Babysitter had two people. They knew exactly how to get up to the stairs, but through the ladder, got in, got out. What they kept promising the baby, they dumped the fucking baby, in the middle of the fucking highway. It's the same process you're gonna do
I
with
guess.
this.
I feel like we would have found her if she was dead, actually, though.
Well, I mean, let's be. Where's she at? Arizona.
Yeah, that's true. Big
Guess what's
deserts.
yeah. Guess what's underneath Arizona? Mexico. It's not that fucking brain science. You're not bringing. You're not keeping this chicken. If she's alive, you're not keeping her in America.
Well, right. I mean, that gives you
Literally, you're literally a couple of 100 miles, depending on I don't know her location. A
Tucson.
couple
So they
hundred
got a little
miles
bit
from
of a ways to
Mexico and
go,
their
but yeah.
border. So I
To
mean, it's
get a
not
spot where you
fucking
could
possible.
hide
It's not
a
impossible.
body, would they'd have to go pretty far, but not impossibly far. I don't know. To me,
It's
it seems. I mean, every day that passes is a day without her medication. Her pacemaker's no longer like pinging, so like
once
it's got to
there's
be
no rant. I mean,
close to
do
over.
we
Well,
have a
there's no,
ransom?
there's many ransoms, and that's actually the issue. And that's the thing I want to talk about is who are you like? Who are these weirdos with fake ransom notes? What are you
Yeah,
doing?
that's creepy. Just people
I
who
mean,
have no
I don't.
like
Right, and it's like
the Bitcoin part too. I was like, oh man.
I don't believe that one is real.
They-
But what's it called? So I will say the one that TMZ got is the Bitcoin one. There's one that is
Right.
allegedly different that was given to a local news room in
Li-
Arizona
like it's the Zodiac.
that had specific information about where things were in the house that matched up with where things actually were, which leads people to believe that the person who wrote that letter may have been in the house, but they still can't
That's
be sure because
crazy.
there's so many freaking letters that they're all sorted through. So for all of you who thought it would be funny to write like a letter to TMZ, and by the way, I'm not blaming TMZ. They received a letter about a missing woman. Obviously, you give that to the police. You don't fuck around with that. You immediately call the police and
Right.
say, "We got this. We're gonna run the story, but here's a copy to look into it."
Right.
So like not blaming them. That's what you do. But people writing these fake things, they're making it harder to find this woman, and she's more likely to end up dead now because of that. which is really, really like
I mean,
think
let's,
before you
Yeah, it really
act,
does seem
people.
like time's not on their side.
No, time is definitely not on their side, but think before
listen.
you
This
act, people.
let's be real honest. I mean, I hate to be the grimmer of bad news. 9 out of 10 chances that we're not going to get a happy ending out of this.
Oh, I
Every
agree.
day that
I sadly don't disagree,
I don't think anyone disagrees with that.
especially
I,
with what explained. Unless
I'm
like
just thinking.
you
Go
want one
ahead.
sec?
No, go
Uh,
ahead.
I was just gonna say, unless like they have access to the
The
meds she
medicine?
needs.
Yeah.
You,
Which, if there is a home healthcare worker or something, they might. But
yeah, I don't know.
Listen, nobody's sending pictures.
even still,
Yeah,
Nobody's
exactly.
coming with ID. Like you got no proof of life at all. And the more days that
no,
go by that don't show any proof of life,
the less
the more
likely there is that
yeah.
there is proof of life. No, and I mean that's clearly why the family made that plea, even though they received the letter when they were like, "We're willing to talk." It's because obviously the police told them they didn't think those letters that they had received could be verified or are real. So
But
that's
let's
why
be
they were
real.
like,
Police are not gonna come and tell us that's the fucking letter. Like they're not gonna show their cards.
"No,"
I
but I'm
mean, let's
talking
be
about
honest.
to the Guthrie family. They will absolutely
Well,
talk to the Guthrie family. And I think that reality is if they thought they actually had the ransom, you know what I mean? Like a real one.
yeah, they probably do think they. I mean, they came out and
Well, I'm
says,
saying
"Hey,
no, if they think they had a real one, then they would be trying to quietly get in touch
nah,
with that person and pay
I
them.
wouldn't."
I absolutely believe
How
they would pay this
how would
person.
you do it quietly, Ryan?
What do you mean you don't go on to
Like, here's my
Instagram?
PO box.
No, I'm
Here's
saying you
my
don't go on
you.
Instagram. You
No,
respond.
no, I'm telling. I think the reason why I think there's a letter and they're not telling which letter is real, I think because they went on TV and told them we'll talk, show proof of life. Because I do think there's a letter. You went on national
Well, I mean,
TV.
yeah, there's a lot
Only
of
way.
What
letters.
was it?
No,
Patty her?
I think they have.
Yes, Patty Hearst was one of the people kidnapped,
Yeah,
but she was alive and she
Yeah, and
ended up joining.
they showed her
She
ear.
recorded, yeah, and they recorded her talking and stuff too, I believe.
Yeah, if they
Yeah.
had that, we would have definitely seen it. Would sadly go viral, unfortunately.
Well, yeah, and
If
that's
the
what
right people
worries me.
got them.
And that's what worries me is that,
Unless this really shows if we really want to keep things quiet, we could really do it, but we're just too big loudmouths in this world of information, you know?
yeah, again, it's 5 days removed, 84-year-old woman with ailments, no proof of life. It's really, really
listen, yeah,
a bad formula, a bad recipe happening here.
I would just cut my losses. Sadly to
Well, I
say
mean,
that.
you can't. Obviously, if you're the family, you simply can't do that until
Well,
you find her one way or the other. But
Can I not to be also the grimmer of bad news as Jose? So like if this
mhm.
end doesn't have a happy ending, I don't think we would see Samantha Guthrie again on TV.
it'd be a while.
Not for a while, but
It'd
Yeah,
be
at
a
at least
least
while.
maybe a long.
she's
I
gonna
wouldn't
get
blame a
paid
long
though.
time. Yeah, just get pay her and just like, cause that'd
Just
be
pay her
crazy
on
to
the
go back
side.
into the news
She could
for
maybe
this.
work with like, she could
You
maybe end up
wanna?
working with like groups because there are groups that specialize in like finding lost children or finding lost folks, like
Yeah, I couldn't imagine. And they say
globally. There are
also too,
nonprofits, so maybe she could work with one of them as like a spokesperson sort of thing.
right?
Like Billy Walsh from
Yeah, actually.
Homeboy. Yeah, you see,
But
look at
they
that,
also
No
Ryan. We
child left
agree.
behind.
Yeah, but they also have what's it called? Like I mean, obviously this is a little different, but they have a lot of it in Mexico, specifically. Like there are groups in Mexico who specialize in finding folks who have been, buried for a long time. So, she could probably work with some of those missing persons groups, if she wanted to stay active, but didn't want to do like the news proper. Or she could just, she's got some money, so she could just
Yeah, but you
stay
want to know?
home.
Part of me feel like it's an inside job. Like out of all the fucking celebrities and all the fucking people out there,
Well,
you
that's why I
picked
said
her.
at the beginning. That's why I said at the
I,
beginning.
yeah, I don't even know who the fuck she was until this bullshit.
But that's what I mean. It's like
So,
it'd be one again if this was a Musk or a Bezos,
I,
right? Okay, I see it. An Ellison, a Cuban, fine.
yeah.
You take a chance on that if you're desperate because you know they've got more money than anyone knows what to do with. They might just give you the money without even calling the police. But Savannah Guthrie's mom is just a weird pick.
Yeah, I guess we only time's going to tell, right?
Yes.
But we
Holding
hope
out
we
hope for
have her
Nancy
comes
though.
back. Just hope you come home, Miss Guthrie. All right. So, you know what we could use right now?
What?
Some Jesus.
Oh boy.
There is a report here on the poly market this week.
Mm.
This was just released on Wednesday that they asked, will Jesus return before 2027? And overnight this week, they went from 2% to 4%.
That's
Look
it.
at
I
that.
thought it was some big fucking number. You're getting 2 to 4. It only jumped up
That's a
2%.
jump right here, as you
That's
can
a
see.
jump. I mean, it's double.
It looked like it almost went 4.25%.
Oh my God. Bunch of fucking people want to waste money, I see.
Hey, if you want to get your money, get those odds
Wait.
up.
How much money is in this pot here?
It's $628,000 around. About $629,000.
Don't
Okay.
Bible, but don't fucking Jesus loving motherfuckers are in this shit to
Hey,
win it. Oh,
right?
well,
You never know till it happens. And when it happens, shit's going down if the rapture happens before
is
the
the
end
end of
of
the world
this
supposed
year.
to happen? Is the end of the world supposed to happen?
You could. I mean,
I mean, if,
I'm sure
Somebody-
somebody thinks so. Someone believes.
can I, how am I going to get my fucking money if Jesus comes? Because the next time Jesus comes, is the end of the
Yeah,
world.
right?
So I ain't even going to
Well,
get paid.
it depends on your. It depends on how you believe the end times will go.
Right. If you are a
Listen,
bad
in
person,
the,
you're
it's
staying
the
here.
end.
Yeah,
Listen,
so
the
Jose,
Bible
you
says
might be
Jesus,
staying.
yeah.
Well, actually, so fun
I'll
fact:
probably-
Catholics.
Jose, you could collect your money. You're gonna be staying if Jesus comes.
Fun
I
fact:
better collect in a timely
Catholics.
manner.
Catholics don't. Catholics don't believe in the rapture. So if you're
I didn't know
if
that.
the Catholics
I
are
grew up
correct,
Catholic. Oh boy.
yeah, if the Catholics are correct, which as a Catholic, I'd like to think if any of us are right, we are, but who knows? Then the rapture is not a thing. We're not. No one's getting beamed up. He's just coming here, and then the shit's gonna hit the fan, and then it'll be over.
Ain't that the
So
rapture?
no,
Yeah.
the rapture is
the level of the
when
bullshit?
everybody goes up. The
This
rapture
is
is
the
when they
end if you
take.
saw that.
Yeah.
Oh, I
So
thought
the
the
rapture
whole
is when the
rapture
quote
shit
unquote
was.
good people go up. No, the apocalypse, the Book of Revelations is what this is all
Yeah,
written in.
I think.
So that might be what you're thinking of, yeah. But
Yes,
yeah, no.
yes.
If you're Catholic, then you're gonna see the monster, you're gonna see the serpents, you're gonna see all of that.
Yeah, okay. I'm
We're
glad.
stuck here.
Even
We're
great,
stuck
good
down here with
things.
everybody else.
My $600 or whatever the fuck I make out of it is not gonna get me past like a good fucking first aid of fucking Armageddon, like the little Armageddon box.
Well, that's right. The $600 won't mean anything when pestilence and what's the other ones? One of the other ones, war, come riding past your house,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. When Donald Trump's about to fucking nuke the shit out
Yeah,
of it.
Jose will be. I mean, Donald Trump will be staying.
Wait, we think Donald Trump is going to be part of this? I mean, surely he must be. He's president, right?
Yeah, he's gonna be a president. He's gonna fucking nuke somebody. They're gonna come right back at us.
You
Do you
know,
think that's how? Do you think? Well, I mean, I would think if Jesus were to come back, his top priority would be to stop that from happening. That would be my guess.
I'm surprised we didn't. Did we have a topic? I don't know if I was on the show or not. About the doomsday clock and how we got like 84 fucking seconds.
We did not
It's
talk
because
about the
Donald
doomsday
fucking
clock.
when was
Trump.
this? Was this recently? I
This
must have
happened
missed it.
last
Well,
week. End of last week.
Last week they announced it. We lost four fucking
We did.
seconds.
We did lose 4 seconds. We're at 84 seconds to midnight on the
Yeah,
doomsday
we're
clock.
Wait, really? Oh
Yes.
no!
We and
What
actually
caused this?
fucked.
I should have. I did not see this.
They're
Listen,
saying-
I will say
they're
it
saying
went
our today
back.
That's a lot of time. It seems 4 whole seconds.
Yeah, we lost 4 seconds. Yeah.
We lost 4 seconds. Yeah, we lost 4.
I will say at one point we did go back in like 2022 or something like that.
They added it.
Like
Yeah,
we were
yeah,
we were at a spot. We were at like whatever.
We went back in time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We're at like 90, and then like 2022, and to like 92 or
Right,
whatever it was. So
right.
but that's the only time we've ever gone backward. We've been steadily getting closer to midnight.
They said the reason why we lost 4 seconds is because today's
know
technology with AI, Donald Trump as
Donald
president,
Trump.
today's climate
action
and stuff like that,
or a lack of climate action But
Correct.
even if, again, everyone gets all icky if you say Donald Trump, but like just in general, authoritarianism and like extremism in politics is on the rise, right? Like I
Well,
think
come on,
everyone
Ryan.
agrees with that. Whether you live in this
Yes.
country or not, and whatever your beliefs are, everyone can physically see that that is happening. But yeah, no, I was telling Matt, I said we covered the leaked picture of heaven on the show, and so Jesus is coming to investigate who did that, maybe. 4% is not a big percent. As a Catholic, I don't think he's coming back this year. But I mean, he's gonna come back some point, right? If my faith is correct, so I guess why not throw in, what is it, 45 cents? Sure, why not? 4 cents? Actually, yeah, it was like 4 cents because the
Listen,
other was like 98 cents. So it's 4 cents. Yeah, get yourself a couple dollars of Jesus. We all could use a little bit of Jesus in our lives. I don't know that he'd love that we were gambling with it, but whatever. Beggars can't be choosers.
you're right.
That's the world we live in. Okay. So next up, I just wanted to share this random podcast moment. Bill Maher's Club Random Podcast had one of my favorite guests, probably one of the best podcast guests, one of the best TV show guests, one of the best podcast guests, one of the best radio show guests, one of the best people to have on screen or in your ears. Marshawn Lynch, probably, I would think by the time we're talking, just got elected in the Pro Football Hall of Fame, first year of eligibility. If not this year, very soon. And he just had an awesome appearance on the Bill Maher podcast released on Monday. So this is them talking about strip clubs culture. And I just have to share it.
In fact, Killer Mike was talking about this on my last show of the season. How the French.
You said Killer Mike?
Killer Mike, you know.
Oh yeah,
Killer.
that nigga he official. I fuck with Big Dog. You mad at him?
I love him.
That's my
He's a
dog.
great. Are you kidding?
Hell yeah.
He took me to the Blue Flame.
See what I'm talking? Damn. Maybe I need to tap in with him.
You definitely do.
Was it hella ass cheeks in that motherfucker?
It was so ridiculous. It was like a cartoon.
ridiculous.
To me,
Oh,
ridiculous.
in a good way.
Not in a good way.
It was hella ass. That much ass. It was bad?
Just. You know what? People have different ideas of beauty, and we are all allowed to, like, you know, when you order in a restaurant, I like it rare and you like it well done, whatever.
You goddamn right. You
Okay.
eating, but
So, like, I've never been, what? We're shaking on that? Okay, great. So I've been to strip clubs. I just was never to one like that, where it was so exaggerated. The bulbousness of the buttocks, sometimes matched by a voluptuousness of the chestal region.
titties.
Yes,
Big ass
I think.
titties.
Yeah,
God. Shit, it sound like you was in over your head. You wasn't ready for all that ass.
I was completely ready for it. It was literally over my head.
Mm-hmm.
When two worlds come together like that.
That does sound like how I would describe going to a strip club, I won't lie.
Bublacious?
Voluptuous, I believe, is the word he used for the chestial region.
Y'all those big titties.
So yeah, that would be probably how I describe a strip club. So I feel for Bill Maher there on a spiritual level.
Okay. Also, to keep it related to sports, we had the Washington Wizards, the 13-win, 36-loss Washington Wizards are getting ready for next year already. They traded for Trae Young, recently just traded for Anthony Davis. They have Chris Middleton on that team. And it seems that, like I said, despite being the second worst team in the Eastern Conference, their strategy now is, well, we've been so bad for so long, let's at least get players people know. And they might be disgruntled, often injured players, but at least their names. Because not enough people are going to see Alex Sarr, who was our first overall pick a couple years ago. So I guess this even affects the culture, the things are trying to rev up. somehow trying to say relevant. So a player on the Washington Wizards, Jackson Hayes, shoved Wizards mascot G Wiz in her pregame introductions and allegedly was suspended for this action, which I'm going to play right now.
Washington.
As you can see right here.
Wizard.
Whoa!
He just pushes it.
Wizard.
What the heck, dude? Why are they throwing him?
I just don't know. There's literally not an explanation on this yet.
He's trying to
But he
get
got-
traded. That's what he wants gone too. I mean,
Well,
I don't think he can.
Too
It's
late.
too late. Yeah, but
Lended this afternoon.
yeah,
The trade deadline. So
he was trying to get out. He's like, if I tackle the mascot, they might fire me. I go to a different team.
Ryan, you are in the same place where the Wizards play, not too
Sure.
far.
Sure am.
And I heard you're even going to a game soon.
Sure am. This month, actually.
So
Doesn't give them enough time to get hurt. They'll all still be there.
between this and now people pushing the mascot, is this how you get the Wizards to be cool again?
No, I mean, listen, I don't think that the mascot thing is helpful for that. I don't think it harms. I don't think anyone's going to care. The mascot probably cares, but everybody else probably already doesn't. No, I mean, as the team, to be honest with you, we were going to people were trying to get me to go even before this trade. And they have all kinds of deals. It's like $60, unlimited food, like all this stuff in like the 400 section. So it's up high, but you got like unlimited food in it's a whole thing. Drink vouchers. Like they've been trying to get people to come. They've been doing promotional stuff like $15 tickets at whatever section. So they do a lot to try and pack the house. It doesn't work that much, but they try. And now because people were trying, when the Anthony Davis trade happened, specifically, obviously, he's not the only big trade, but when that one happened, that's when I said, all right, F it, I'll go. So I will say, in terms of the Washington office, right, the people in the back, the business folk,
Yeah,
this was a good idea because I'm not necessarily a Wizards fan, but I'm not like a diehard Knicks fan really either. Like that was my team growing up, but honestly, more than anything, like 2010s basketball is the basketball that I remember and care about. So frankly, bringing those guys in that's going to help me be like, oh, I want to go see that. Like I remember Anthony Davis in college and when he came into the league, right? So now he's going to be playing here. Yeah, I'll go. Why not? Especially, unlimited food for $50. Yeah, that's an easy decision to make, right? So I will say it is a good idea from that perspective. I don't know how many games you're going to win, though. That's the part that I don't know.
it will sadly be a long time coming, but one step closer in the right direction. And last but not least, with the sports-related material, there's some I'm showing you. His 18-year-old player, his name is Gavin McKinnon, right? McKinnon, right? He's supposed to be the #1 overall pick for the NHL draft that's coming up in a couple of months, right?
Sure. Mm-hmm.
Gavin McKeon is an 18-year-old forward from Penn State. He plays at Penn State. He is from Canada, Whitehorse, Yukon, Canada specifically, and he's been known as a stellar offensive player. So he's in trouble, actually, Ryan, despite being projected as the #1 overall pick. So allegedly, over the weekend, he was in an altercation at Penn State after a Penn State hockey game in the area downtown. I've never been to Penn State or State College. I assume like any other college town, there's a downtown area for people to
That
hang
would be my guess, yeah.
So I would guess after the game, it's a bar night, and then he got in a fight with somebody. Okay. So it says here, Bikina allegedly punched a 21-year-old man in the face twice during the incident. The victim suffocated from serious facial injuries, including fractures that required corrective surgery, and his jaw being wired shut. And there is surveillance footage reportedly showing McKenna throwing punches. Now, though he didn't do this for no reason. He allegedly was taunting him and saying superlatives, and even came at his mother. And once his mother was brought up, that's when he started to punch him. And at this time, Akina has been criminally charged in the state of Pennsylvania with first-degree felony aggravated assault, the most serious charge, meaning alleged conduct to or him that caused bodily harm. He has a misdemeanor simple assault and summaries of harassment and disorderly conduct. These charges reflected the allegations are subject to the legal process, but he has not been convicted of anything at this point. Akina was arraigned and released on a $20,000 bail. His preliminary hearing is set for February 11th at the Century Country Courthouse in Bellefonte, Pennsylvania. If convicted for the felony of aggravated assault, he could face up to 20 years in prison or fines, though any sentence would depend on how the case unfolds, plea deals, and defenses being raised. And the incident happened, as mentioned, the same day as a big outdoor hockey game. That's what happened. Go to the bar. Penn State Athletics has acknowledged the charges, but otherwise declined further to comment due to ongoing legal matter. The situation has caught the attention of NHL scouts and media because, again, McKenna is a top prospect.
Mm-hmm.
There are people who do say he's innocent, who had eyewitness accounts, who people are still they're still organizing that, and the case is ongoing until further notice.
What do they mean innocent?
Well,
They filmed it.
I guess they said that, or they say that he provoked it, or whatever,
right? Okay,
right?
gotcha. Yeah.
So seems like this guy, let's be real. College kids could be assholes, especially guys like that, macho guys trying to be a front. And maybe he knew, I'm just saying, maybe he knew that this guy's a high profile. If he punches me, he could get in a lot of trouble for him. Maybe I myself could get some cash. I don't know. Or maybe it was just two knuckleheads being knuckleheads. I don't know. Again, I haven't seen any footage on this. I just gave you what I know.
Yeah.
And pretty insane, but I've heard both sides, like, oh, he deserved it, or he should be in trouble. Don't talk to people's moms and all of that. But to be fair with him, though, he is a person he does have a profile now, and stuff like this is what people try to provoke for this very reason.
Yeah, and also, like, obviously nobody wants to have someone talk, shit about their mom, right? So I'm not gonna blame him, but the laws are not written that way, right? Like, just realistically. So, you have to kind of be okay with facing some consequences if you break the law. I'm not saying you shouldn't if someone's really going at your family like that. I'm just saying that the law doesn't care that they, called your mom a whore or whatever. That's not something that is permissible in court for assault. What I am curious about, and if the video comes out, we'll see it presumably. Did the other guy swing on him?
I don't
Because
know.
there's a very big difference between this kid, just beating the shit out of somebody, and this other guy starting a bar fight. Those are very different. Um, Now, obviously, whether this guy gets in trouble or not, he had his mouth wired shut by a 18-year-old kid.
A hockey
So,
player too.
yeah. So, like, he's already got that embarrassment going on for him. But if this guy swung on him, then I would say that's not an assault. That was a fight.
Yeah.
Which is different. I mean, you could probably still tag him with the disorderly stuff, right? For both of them, they both at that point, they were both being disorderly. They were both being belligerent. Um, he's 18, but he's in the United States, so I don't know how that works with the drinking. Presumably, he was drinking. So yeah, I don't know how that works. I assume you have to follow state law, even if in your home country it's allowed. But yeah, like, there's things you could get him on, but I don't know that if there was a fight, I don't know that you could call it an assault just because one guy got
Yeah.
his ass kicked. If I lose a fight super badly, it doesn't suddenly become assault. It becomes me being bad at fighting. And so drunk and disorderly, all that stuff, that probably all applies. But I do think the 20 years in jail is probably not going to happen. He might not go first in the draft. He might have ruined that payday. But
He's definitely going first in the draft.
it depends. Hockey is one of those ones where they don't necessarily. Um, they don't get as much flack. So if this doesn't blow up, you know what I mean? If this doesn't become a spectacle of a court case, then yeah, I agree with you. But if it
It's
blows up too high,
definitely
if it blows up too high, he's gonna fall in the draft. He may still get
it's hot.
drafted, but he
It's
won't.
fucking hockey. I'm invested in the player. He's gonna probably be projected #1 overall pick. That's like
He already
LeBron
is, yeah.
James. Yeah, LeBron James starting a fucking bullshit fight. Are you gonna if it was LeBron James, would you fucking not still pick him?
Well, yeah, you might want to pick him in the second round.
Oh, Ryan.
No, I do think his draft stock could fall a bit, but again, if he's the best player right now, he's gonna get drafted. I don't think that that'll change unless he goes
I
to prison for 20 years. But I don't think that he'll do that. But if you get a hardo judge who wants to make an example, but I think that he's probably got enough money to get a lawyer who could point out
Oh, he
a
definitely
bar fight is not the same thing as assault.
right.
And there
He's
was
gonna get
very clearly provoking going on.
he's gonna get a slap on the wrist, first offense. He'd probably do some fucking community service and do a little fucking Instagram fucking video and don't drink and bullshit like that and call it a day.
I don't even think he'll do the don't drink. Sounds like the other guy's the one who needs to do the don't drink lesson.
Oh well, you get what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
You have to use your head to solve disagreements and
Listen,
not your hands or feet.
yeah, but you also understand if he's as good of a player for any fucking team, he's gonna bring millions of dollars in.
Oh, yeah, no. That's yes.
So
I don't believe his career. The only thing that will stop him from becoming a professional hockey player is if he spends the next 20 years in prison, which is technically possible, but I would be shocked if that's what happens based just on the very limited information that we have. Obviously, once the trial starts, we'll see more, and maybe I'll change my mind.
right.
All right. We talked about grocery stores and them being free. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Painful. Oh, man. So Zoran Mamdani bringing a mainstream conversation about free grocery stores, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now it looks like that proclamation can be a reality. From the prediction market itself, from the prediction market agency Polymarket themselves, we are presenting a free grocery store. The tweet here from Polymarket says, after months of planning, we're excited to announce the Polymarket. And that's coming to New York City, the first free grocery store in New York City. We signed the lease. We donated $1 million to Food Bank for NYC, an organization that changes how our city responds to hunger. And it will not be permanent, but it's going to be a 5-day pop-up show, though. So for 5 days, there's going to be a free grocery store in New York City. Who's excited for this? 47 million people tuned in for this one. And what if this becomes a success? Or is this really, let's be realistic, as far as we could go? We could have a free grocery store for 5 days with very big security, and you can only get a few things. I don't know. That's me guessing. Like,
so my thing is,
wow.
I don't believe that this will end in a way that makes anyone confident in Mamdani's actual plan to address grocery prices and hunger in the city and all
Yeah, this
that.
has nothing to do with the Mamdani administration.
Totally separate. But if I am Zoran, or if I work for Zoran, I am going to be watching how this goes very closely. Again, I think the reality is that free is hard because as much as people without money flock to free, people with too much money usually flock to free as well. It's the people in the middle who don't. And so, yeah, the reality is there's going to be a lot of influencers going to the Polymarket market or the Poly Market. I don't know what they're calling it. Doesn't matter. And, they're going to take pictures and they're going to make a gazillion dollars off of their Polymarket sponsorship for doing it. And that'll be that. But it could let you see the logistics you need to try it for real. Or it could show ways to improve upon the free grocery plan, probably by removing the free part of the grocery plan, and
I just want free
actually,
steaks and
right,
free
and
fruit
well,
and whatever the hell I want
and for
because it's a
5 days,
grocery store.
yeah, and for 5 days you'll have that. I think
Who
that
the
what
fuck says that you're getting any of that shit for free? Like you're gonna get canned goods,
well,
beets.
Polymarket says that they're doing a free grocery store, but I'm saying after this we're going to learn that free is probably not possible. But I do think there are ways to control prices on groceries, and I do think that this could be a good data point for them to use when formulating a real plan that will actually help people afford their groceries.
Y'all trust it? Well,
Hey, listen, if it works, great.
Would you actually go to a grocery store and buy something from free groceries? The land.
I mean, it depends on the grocery store.
Matt, why would I be buying free groceries? It's
Or
free.
would you? What I should say? Would you go and pick up? I don't know. I mean, how does it work? There's no checkout line. You just go.
Well, no, you probably have to check out still because they need to know for inventory what is
Yeah,
sold.
right.
But you just don't pay.
Or what
check
is
out.
sold? What is? What,
It's
Oh,
only
yeah,
free.
yeah.
It's only free if you get companies to come in and offer this for fucking free publicity and shit like that. It's the only way it's gonna work.
Well, right, yeah. Obviously, Polymarket is footing the bill here for this one. But I do think there is a way, and we're not going to get into it on this show. I thought a lot about this actually recently. I was talking to somebody about it. There's a way, I think, to make groceries more affordable. Might give even free for some people, perhaps, but not. I think that this is going to prove that as a large scale project, free is a little bit too lofty a goal. I think you can control the prices without it going completely free.
Oh well.
Yeah,
Wishful
we'll see.
thinking, right?
Maybe it works. In which case, I'm an idiot, and we'll do this. They'll do this in New York City, and everybody wins. But we'll see.
Mm-hmm. We will see, indeed. And I wanted to talk about the woman Kamala Harris, I said it right. Is it Kamala or Kamala? I know it's I know.
Kamala. No, it's all right.
Say,
It's Kamala.
even though this whole time covering her for a year and a half, and
yeah, so it's like
I still can't get
comma.
it right.
It's like comma in a sentence and la. Kamala.
Oh man. So Kamala Harris loses the presidential race. She didn't win. She was the Democratic nominee, lost to President Trump. You know, she's trying to figure out what's next, I assume, right? How can I recover from this loss on a PR standpoint? And what could I do if I wanted to run again? How could I right my wrongs, get support that I didn't get to win the presidency the first time? And her idea, she goes to her campaign. And what's it? The campaign account, right?
Like the social media accounts for the campaign. Yeah.
And she thought, this is what I'm going to do because I need to connect with young voters, right? I don't know. Did she win the quote unquote Gen Z vote, the young person vote?
I think she may have overall won, but she didn't do that well with them, and she did not win Gen Z men.
Okay. So what's the next logical thing you can do? I have to figure out how to connect to these people. So she thought of the bright idea to change her campaign social media accounts to simply known as HQ. And she gave us this message to help spicing things up for the Harris team.
Madam Vice President, what's going on with Kamala HQ?
Well, I'm so glad you asked. I have good news. So Kamala HQ is turning into headquarters, and it's where you can go online to get basically the latest of what's going on, and also to meet and revisit with some of our great, courageous leaders, be they elected leaders, community leaders, civic leaders, faith leaders, young leaders. I'm really excited about it. So stay engaged, and I'll see you out there. Thank you.
Madam Vice President.
She named it Headquarters 6-7, which, Gen Z's numbers.
Is that even Gen Z? Isn't that Gen Alpha? I feel like that's Gen
right?
Alpha, right?
Whatever. Young people, right?
Too young. That's like elementary school kids. Young.
So we have to figure out a way to get these people to vote for me later on. So why don't I pretend to be the kooky aunt, the cringe older family member, and say 6'7", look at me.
I
This
don't
is
know that she's
exactly how.
pretending. I think
This
she
is
is that cringy.
This is exactly how I'll get young people who won't even look you in the eye because they're looking at their phones and TikToking to get them interested in politics.
So, one, you're giving her too much credit. I don't think she's pretending. I think she really is that cringy, which is not good. That's not a benefit. It's just truly, I think she's just not good at connecting with people, especially young people. Um, my thing is, if this wasn't nakedly an attempt to get elected president, right? Like this is very clearly her trying to get her. I mean, it's a news and content organization that she's basically starting using her old infrastructure and all her old followers. Um, and if this wasn't just to try and position herself to run for president again, there's a world where with several years of hard work, this could actually be something. I mean, change the name from HQ67. That's fucking weird, but could be something worth having, right? We talk all the time how like the right wing has got their Ben Shapiro's, right? They've got their cat turds. They've got these people.
Who's the guy who said you will respect me and my anxiety pen?
Oh, that what's his name? Dean something.
Loser.
Yeah, that guy. He's not a Republican, but
I know.
anyway.
I'm saying for just young people who have an interest in politics.
Well, at least that dude is actually a young person. Yeah, you credit where it's due. At least he's actually like 20. But no, there's very clearly a right of center ecosystem in media. So it's not crazy to start one that goes to the other side to try and, hash out those conversations. There's no reason why the Daily Wire should exist all on its own. But um that's not what this is. This is not her actually trying to fix anything. This is her rehabilitating her image in the cringiest way possible. And I don't think it'll work. Yeah, it won't work actually. And it's crazy that it won't work because I mean, I don't think she should run, but obviously she's going to. And I do think there's a way for her to be a credible challenger in the primary, maybe even win the primary. This is not it. But yeah, if I'm one of her opponents, though, one of the like 900 Democrats who are probably also going to run for president in 2028, you could not pay me enough to go and do an interview or make a video or post anything with HQ. I would avoid this like the actual plague. Because one, if it's successful, and it won't be, but if somehow, against odds, me and Matt are wrong, and this is not cringy, it's actually what the people wanted, all you're doing is making Harris a stronger candidate. She's just going to beat you. And then two, if me and Matt are right, and this is both cringy and pointless, you don't want that stink on you. So that's my advice to Democrats. If you're planning to run for president, don't go anywhere near this website. Just don't. Or whatever it is, social media, whatever.
Yo, man, I heard, I don't even know. Whatever Gavin Newsom has to do to get the lead if we want to see.
He's
a
already
tight
in the
battle.
lead. But
I saw, if they say he wants to be like Trump, I saw that it came out when he once was 38, took a 19-year-old to some gala.
Probably. Difference is he makes sure they're technically legal. Trump didn't care about that so much. But no, I'll say this. Why not, since we're talking about it, and then we'll move on fast after. I think if we do a Democrat Trump, right? That's Newsom. If we have a Democrat who takes
Trump.
office
It
and
just
is
says Trump.
Trump but blue, I think personally our country is fucked. And
Really?
I say that as a Democrat. I say that as someone, by the way, who would vote for this person.
Same.
Because obviously I'm going to vote for this person because I don't agree with what the Republican Party has been trying to do for the last year and a half. And I can't imagine the next 2.5 years are going to be better. But if we decide that the only way to do politics now is to be
Mean.
mean and aggressive and target the people that we dislike and didn't vote for us, our country as we've known it is dead. The country that our grandparents fought world wars for, or Vietnam, that country's dead.
But
And
do you not think?
people will call that hype whatever. They'll say I'm soft. That's fine. I don't care. I've heard it all before. I'm right. More than anything, I'm a lot of things, and almost always those things include correct. And that's the problem with the blue. And it might be the only guy who can win, by the way. We might be there. Like that might just be what we have to do is get a dick to be a dick to Republicans. And that might be what happened. Like that's what Matt said. Whatever we have to do to make Gavin, president. That might be what needs to happen to have a Democrat win. But if that is what needs to happen to have a Democrat win, then we're fucked. We just, as a country, fucked.
Oh, Ryan, you need to stop. We obviously need that to win because who do you think's gonna run?
No. I didn't say that.
Not Kamala Harris. I'll tell you that.
It's gonna be. No, but what I'm saying, JD Vance is gonna run for the Republican.
JD Vance is Donald Trump, but somehow unlikable. And I mean that with as much disrespect as humanly possible.
I agree with you, but let's be real honest.
I think you, Jose, without studying a single bit of world history or public affairs, could get up on stage and debate JD Vance and win. Because he is the least likable human being in public office right now.
Well, if I had you
that
on
is
my
including that is including a woman who shot a puppy and then 2 protesters. He is less likable than Kristi Noem.
Listen, but I get your point. But I think we obviously know that he's going to be running because Republicans don't have nobody else. So you're going to need a dick to fight a dick because he's going to be a dick.
No, you don't always need the biggest dick to win. You don't always need to make it a dick measuring contest.
but the last couple elections, you needed to be a dick. And only
I get you. I understand.
Only reason why Biden won was because he was flinging that $1,200 in our faces, and we all was like jumping on it, like fucking a 2-cent hooker. So,
well, also the COVID. I think people were kind of tired of COVID. People forget that Donald Trump was actually president during COVID, not Joe Biden. He gets blamed for all of that, but whatever. Doesn't matter. Point is, it's bad for the country. It's probably good politics. And anybody, whether they're Gavin Newsom or otherwise, needs to avoid HQ. Because all I know is good for the country, bad for the country. HQ is pointless for elected officials.
Yeah. But is that what the lesson we learn? You have to be a mean person to get ahead in life?
I think it's the lesson that a lot of us learned. It was the wrong lesson, but if enough people learn the wrong lesson, it becomes the truth. So there. That's my view on that.
I even thought back in 2016, this teaches if you're the bad guy, you will win.
I mean, yeah. Since 2016, the bad guys they're doing better than they used to do, right? They win more often, maybe not every time, but more of the time than they used to, I would say. And I know other people would disagree with me and go fuck yourselves. But yeah. I don't know. HQ. Back to HQ. I think it's probably going to be an absolute nightmare.
Me too. Do you guys know who Jason DeFord is?
Yes. Why do I know that name?
Really? Do you know who it is, though?
Hold on. Jason DeFord. Is that a...
It's Jelly Roll. That's his
I'm about to say.
Okay. I read something about... I think what we're talking about.
Ryan was more confused for Jason Derulo.
No.
Jason Derulo.
I read something on Salon about the Jelly Roll. It's a magazine.
I know. Is that a girl magazine?
No. It's a... What's it called? It's a very progressive... news magazine. It just happens to be called Salon. No. They were talking about his comments on the red carpet, and they used his real name. That's why I knew who you were talking about. I literally read it 2 days ago, whatever it was. Yeah.
So he won Grammys over last weekend. He's become a major star in country music and wrestling and all of that. I think he's the oldest brand new artist ever, either at the CMAs or Grammys. Came famous in his very late 30s, early 40s. But some new footage of what Jelly Roll used to look like pre-fame has come out, Just thought it was interesting. See what Jelly Roll looked like back in the day. This is from 2006.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? They know
Free
on the
face
streets,
tattoo.
Jelly Roll, fast stacks. He tell you,
Hey, he was always Jelly Roll, though.
This is the future right there. You know what I'm saying? That's the future right there. I probably won't be here to see it, so you know what I'm saying? Lex gonna have to coach him up. You know what I'm saying? So fuck a movie, fuck a deal, give me a damn pack, stand back, and let Jelly work the streets. Cause if rap don't work for me, I can get a bird for cheap. I know you heard of me. Come on, he's murder, and I will chop your ass up like it's a cheeseburger. Jelly, I'ma live it up. Jelly, I'ma live it up. I tried to draw my dick on a piece of paper, but the paper wasn't big enough, so give it up. Homie, you ain't talking about that. Woo! No more of that. Come on, let's go to JoJo. Let's go to
And now he's a
Jelly
country
Roll.
singer.
Hey, man, I guess he was destined for greatness, and he's a country singer.
Yeah.
I love Jelly Roll.
Really?
Yeah, I
It
even
sounds
for somebody who
kinda
doesn't like
sad.
somebody who doesn't like a lot of country music, I will listen to a Jelly Roll song. I just really like his persona too. Seems like a cool guy and
Well,
everything.
yeah, the persona I like him personally, I think he's a very likable guy. But his songs are a little sad, or at least the ones I've heard. All the big ones, he's very sad in them, or reflective, which is fine. You can make sad, reflective songs, but every once in a while, do a shabuzi. You know what I mean? Everybody in the bar getting tipsy sort of deal. You can't always be reflective and grateful to God. Sometimes you have to just have fun in your truck, right? That's my thing.
Hmm. Well, do you think he's going to be a great wrestler later on? He
No.
said he's coming back. Did you
I'm
like
sure
his
he
wrestling
is.
match at SummerSlam?
His wrestling match was fine. Just fine.
Jelly
I
Roll.
mean,
They gave him a
it's what
whole
it.
episode in WWE Unreal.
Sure did.
What were you say, Jose?
I mean, he was pretty good. I mean, not like the Logan Pauls and Bad Bunnies,
Right, that's what I mean.
but
He's definitely not going to be wrestling for any championships or anything anytime soon. But he was a fine guest appearance, and if he makes another guest appearance, it will also be fine. You know what I mean?
I do. So our last segment, just want to hear your thoughts on this up and coming Super Bowl, all the culture around it and all of that. And me and Ryan talked about the X's and O's regarding specific football talk that's available now on all podcasting platforms and YouTube. A productive preview of Super Bowl 60.
Yep.
Just what are you guys feeling with this? I think the Seahawks will win this game. I think it'll be a lot closer because naturally a lot of Super Bowls have been close in the past, even with the 4.5 point spread. Are there any props anyone wants to give to what they're feeling? I'll tell you what, they definitely do a Kenneth Walker touchdown. Anytime touchdown would be a good one. Like a Jackson Smith and a Jigba over 70 receiving yards. I'm just spitballing here. I think random touchdown players like the tight end Barner. I think he's been a popular target for Sam Darnold. Rashid Shaheed. Maybe give him, if you could find a nice prop for him, even anytime touchdown, even though he hasn't been scoring a lot of touchdowns, but he's been stellar in the playoffs for Seattle. Maybe if you also want to do a Seahawks turnover fumble, that'd be a good one. I know a lot of these are pro Seahawks, but
Oh yeah, Matt is pro Seahawks. Spoiler alert. Watch the video to hear why. Watch the episode rather to hear why. But I'm gonna go in a different direction. I would take the over on a 1.5 Charlie Kirk references during the Great American Halftime Show from Kid Rock.
oh,
What else
yeah.
would we do?
Can I ask you? Are you both? There's two halftime shows. There is
No,
the
there's
Bad
one
Bunny
halftime
one,
show. There's
and
one
then
halftime show.
right. There's one halftime show. Then there's an alternative option.
A temper
Turning
tantrum.
Point. Turning Point. What is it on Rumble? Or is that stereotypical?
It's on
right?
so it's on like 15 different things. I'll pull it up real quick.
Oh
you talking
my
about the
god,
Kid Rock shit?
Kid
Yeah.
Rock. Even though they say they hate hip hop, we need more country music. And your main headliner is
He does a
somebody who's
little
rapper.
bit. He does a little bit of both, I will say.
Oh my God, Mr. Ball with the ball is fucking.
Well, that's what
fucking-
that's my thing. Is that's not even English. That's a made up language. Ball with a ball, bang, bang, diggy. That's not real. That's just made up words.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's crazy to me. I don't know if you've heard that.
So you got to go to Rumble. You got to go on your cell phone, watch the
No, you
fucking
don't have to
house.
go to Rumble. That's what I'm saying. It's got like
Or probably Fox News probably has it.
Fox News. Oh man, are you actually going to be looking at Twitter during the halftime show? I'm not. I'm just going to put my phone down and watch the thing. I'm going to try to not look at Twitter unless for the commercial, like during
Yeah,
commercial
I'm
breaks.
gonna look at Twitter after and see the reaction of the Super Bowl. I mean, of the
So-
halftime show.
Oh, sorry. I was gonna say. So you can watch it on YouTube, X,
Oh,
or Rumble. In addition to places like the Daily Wire, Fox News Digital.
Fox News Digital.
Yeah.
Conservatives are us.
That's right. Conservatives are us. Yeah, so you can watch it. It's around.
We don't like anyone else's culture but our own.com.
Well, here's my thing, and I was just saying this, and I want to give them some credit here. Because they very recently got a low-key famous person on their side. I don't know what happened
Nicki
to her.
Minaj. Yeah.
She lost her mind, but they got Nicki Minaj now. And fine, Nicki Minaj is an adult. She can believe what she wants to believe. But she's certainly more famous than everybody in their lineup currently. And it's right there. That's a layup. All right, we got Nicki Minaj.
If anything,
we'll do that.
you could have done that. But she even said.
But they didn't ask her. You want to know why? Because one, obviously, and two,
because she's black.
Well, that's one. Two, she's actually not even American. She's from Trinidad and Tobago, the islands of Trinidad and Tobago, which means this is true. Bad Bunny, who is an American, because he's from Puerto Rico, which is an American territory, is performing in. If she had performed, then the Super Bowl, not the TPUSA, would have had the only American performing. So they had to find someone. They had to go. They had Nicki up top, and they had the skipper, because that would have been inappropriate given their stated complaints. So I will give them credit for getting an even worse halftime show than they could have gotten, just to be racist. Like, that's important to me. That if you're going to be racist, you got to go all in. And so that's cool. Over 2.5, Nicki Minaj tweets about Kid Rock for the first time in her entire life during the halftime show. That's another prop bet you could probably place on Kalshi or whatever. Yeah.
That exactly, dude. Like, on the other side, though, do you think there'll be a big protest for Bad Bunny? Will it first off be a anti-ICE protest?
You know that.
Yeah, I have to imagine he's going to bring them up.
Will he be wearing a dress?
No, I don't think he will.
Yeah, I don't think that'd be a good idea. I don't think he will either.
I just don't think he will, because you only got to make so many statements at a time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. What other things are going to appear? What surprises can we look at?
We keep forgetting Green Day is going to be there.
Oh yeah, they're like the pre-show. Like if you want it outside, like
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like the background music. You think Green Day's going to come and sing "American Idiot"?
I think for sure. Yeah,
that is an anti-American song.
I think they're going to say
Republican song too.
I think they're going to literally name him. They're going to say his name.
Bad Bunny?
No. Big man. DT.
Trump?
Oh yeah, they're going to say "fuck Trump."
Yeah, I think that. I mean, Green Day specifically. Green Day specifically will.
If it's had something to do with NFL, it's not happening.
No, it is happening, because they're not going to tell the NFL they're going to do it.
Yeah,
but you're not going to fuck with your own money. They're under contract. They're probably going to have something stipulated. That bullshit. They're not going to go what happened. Janet Jackson
will absolutely do that. No one cares about Green Day. They've been irrelevant in 100 years.
Yeah, but
they're exactly the person who can do that. They are specifically the person who can do that.
I don't know.
Because they got nothing to lose. They're Green Day. No matter what Roger Goodell says, they're still Green Day, which means they're already well past their prime. They are absolutely a nostalgia act, a good one too at that. They don't give a shit. Well, why would they? If I was Green Day, I wouldn't give a shit about anything else. I would just go do my shows, have my fans. It'd be lovely. Say what I want. So
Right.
I think they're gonna spout off at some point.
Right.
Mm-hmm. What would Kid Rock do? What type of protest would they? Or just gonna be pro-American? We
Well,
love
I told you.
America.
I told you. We're gonna get at least 2 shout outs to Charlie Kirk.
And where do you know where they're actually doing this?
Probably Arizona.
Yeah, Arizona, some Republican place.
Well, that's where
And I
the
wouldn't
Team
be
USA
surprised.
is based out of, I believe.
Oh, okay. What else? Do you see anything with the commercial? I mean, the commercials don't have that
I
appeal like they have anymore. They just post them on Twitter.
Right. I hate that. Stop doing that.
No surprise or anything.
Like, just don't do that. And if you're gonna do a teaser, go for it for real. Make different teaser material that isn't the commercial. Lean into it. Make it meta. I don't want to see a Super Bowl commercial 2 weeks before the Super Bowl. That's not a Super Bowl commercial. If I see it on Twitter while the Bears are still playing, that's not a Super Bowl commercial.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything else I'm missing? Like I said, I want Seattle. Ryan wants the Pats. Jose, who do you think is going to take it all?
I don't want the Pats. I
Seattle's gonna. I think Seattle's winning. Defense always wins Super Bowls. I think.
There you go.
As we pointed out, best defense in the postseason is actually the New England Patriots.
Yeah, but they played shittier teams.
We talked about that as well.
But yeah, I'm intrigued to see what happens. I just hope it's interesting. All I want is a good game at this point, and we can say goodbye to the NFL season after that and wait till the week after Labor Day and see where we are then.
Yep.
So we'll go from there. All right. Let's switch it up. Let's do some questions of the day. So my first question of the day. What's worse, the pain or the hangover?
The pain or the hangover?
I did another Kanye lyric to start it off.
Yeah. Well, I mean, pain. I'd rather be hungover than in pain.
True.
Sometimes you are both. Okay.
Sometimes you're both.
I actually do have a legit. Let's start with this legit one now. How would you, if you meet somebody on a dating app or even in life, what are you looking for as ass? And they say, I am looking for a casual relationship. What does that mean?
To me, that means y'all probably text a little bit, maybe go on a couple dates. You'll almost certainly hook up a couple times. And that's that. That's all you can be. That's all you're guaranteed. Anything after beyond that is uncharted territory. That's how I would take that comment from somebody else. So if I wasn't okay with that, then I would not engage.
Something casual means no guarantees of anything.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if someone says they want something casual, they still want you to some degree.
Right.
Casual in the sense that there's no guarantees of anything. You
Sure.
might get it. You might smash. You might not smash. It might become friends. You might not become friends.
Guys, I'm giving you guys more credit. You will smash. Maybe not right away, but you will.
No, you'd be surprised, but I got fuck
Yeah.
that ball up because they fall in love real fast.
Well, yeah,
And
don't
they
do
blow
that.
their
You
load.
have to know. You have to know if she says casual, nothing is guaranteed. And if you keep that in mind, you just talk on the phone a little bit, go out a couple of times, you will
If you don't mind them talking to other motherfuckers because that's what they're doing,
Yeah.
just kind of keeping things open. If you're
That's
not
right.
the jealous fucking type, then you probably will smash.
That's what I'm saying. You just got to keep your perspective.
And then other people think like casual relationship, this is solely a sexual casual relationship. We will be having a lot of sex with no strings attached. That's what other people presented. Because I actually think all our answers are actually correct. But it's it's so broad that it confuses people. I think the casual relationship, the most appropriate way to describe it is treating it like it really is the term intimacy without intimacy without commitment. You will go on dates. You might even go on romantic dates. And then yeah, you might hook up and do all the physical fun, but there's just no leading to a romantic relationship. Even though that seems somebody usually catches feelings after that one way or the other. Or some people are guarded enough to make sure that they don't actually fall in love.
Well, you have to, again, you have to know about that about yourself. You have to know if
Yeah.
you're the type of person who's going to catch feelings. Because if you are, you should avoid those situations if you can. Because those are the ones that's going to end up hurting you, right? And that's not even, that's guys, that's girls, that's everybody. Like, you
True.
know yourself. If you know that you're going to catch feelings, you'd be insane. Be like, but not this time. This time will be okay. No, it won't.
That's why we
You catch
then go
feel
through
if
the
you catch
cycle
feelings, you catch
over and
feelings.
over and over again.
Correct.
But I like this person. This is an actual text somebody once said to me years ago regarding what a casual relationship means, and I've kept it ever since just in case. So they said, what I'm looking for is something casual, which includes drinks, good conversation, all the physical fun, but consistent. I think that's a
Consistent's
perfect
nice.
way
Yeah.
to explain it. But also when you keep it consistent, how do you stop it? And eventually, yeah,
You just
somebody,
stop.
yeah, either you just stop, we can't do this anymore, or one of us catching feelings, or
Well, no, you also talk to other people and you just stop.
like Jose talked about that friend you have, that friends who kiss, friends who have sex, that person. Remember Jose?
Yeah.
That's where again it's just all on a spectrum. We could be, and hasn't that relationship last years? Your
I feel like
friends who fuck relationship.
friends with benefits don't necessarily go on like dates and stuff.
Hold on. It's not friends with benefits. There's no we're just friends fucking. There's no
Well,
benefit.
right.
Friends who fuck.
If there's no sign agreement. Hey, let me hit you up.
No,
And
I
we'll
got that.
smile.
I'm just saying in general though, like agreements like that, agreements that are based solely in the intimacy part, right? The physical intimacy part.
Right.
They don't always include like dating and drinks or whatever. Like this one that you're describing, that's not what happens at all, right? So that's I think that there is a difference between the idea of like casually dating somebody and just kind of being there to hook up with them. Like I do think those are different. Like you said, in Matt's case, the person was like drinks and conversation and then all the other stuff. Like, okay, yeah, that's casually dating. You're going on a date, then you're going back to someone's place, and you're probably gonna do, what you like to do.
Exactly. It's like I said, it's a broad spectrum that I think I perfectly described for people, and hopefully more people would agree to that. And my other question of the day: what's a story the internet is way too invested in?
That's easy. The old lady getting kidnapped.
Really? I mean, that's a
I'm
brand
saying,
new
by the way, this
story.
is broad. This could be at any time, by the way. It doesn't have to be necessarily now.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm referring to now. I mean, it is. Let's be real honest. We're invested in it now, and it's wait till next week, and they find her. Nobody's gonna give two shits.
Well, yeah, that's how stories work. You know what? I'm gonna say one that gets me in trouble.
There you go. Oh, let's
Yeah.
get this one. Go ahead.
And you're not gonna agree, Jose, but I think there's a section of people online who will be mad at me. Harambe.
Who?
You remember Harambe?
The goat. The boat, not the goat.
Not a goat, the gorilla, yeah. He was at the Cincinnati Zoo, the kid fell in and they shot Harambe and everyone got real mad.
Jesus Christ, Ryan.
That was not a story. Why did that become a story? Why are there Harambe memes?
Because he died for our sins.
No, he didn't. He just got shot by a zookeeper.
Yeah, but he didn't
that's not for
the
us.
kid. And remember, people can't. I need to check what happened with the gorilla. The kid fell in. I need to know what happened to the gorilla.
Yeah, that story to me, I was like, guys, obviously very sad that they had to kill the gorilla. Maybe they didn't. I'm not a zookeeper. I don't know how that works. But like, it's not that big a story. The fact that there are people who still talk about Harambe in the meme culture to me is insane. Like, there shouldn't have been a meme. He was just a gorilla. He was just hanging out. He wasn't, he wasn't a saint. So yeah, the Harambe thing. That intrigued. And again, I'm sad he died. I'm sad for Harambe, but not that sad. Like I don't care that much. So I think everybody got way too invested in Harambe. That's my story. That was far too invested on the internet. That really didn't need to be that invested in. Yeah. So there we go. That's mine.
I'm dead.
Dead ass Harambe at the very moment.
My
Yeah,
last
that's
question of
Harambe. That took
one
me a
last
minute.
question. What's a celebrity or who's a celebrity that you think people think they're misunderstood?
Misunderstood celebrity.
Mm-hmm.
That's easy. P. Diddy.
No, he's not. He's perfectly understood as
Yeah,
as a
Yeah,
freak.
compared to Epstein's fucking parties, his P. Diddy parties are fucking child's play. Come on now.
Well, that might be true. I'm
I
not
mean,
actually
like,
disagreeing with that.
Do we have to
listen,
compare
let's
those
get-
two? Come
But
on.
let's get
Yeah,
this
if
right.
you're in a contest with Epstein, you've lost already.
P. Diddy,
Yeah, right?
P. Diddy is in jail for
Yes, he
just
is.
hiring prostitutes. The
No.
only man right now
That's inaccurate, but
he's in jail for what?
no, all right.
Prostitution.
Yes, he's specifically in
that's
prison
it.
for that, but he was charged with far worse than that.
Far worse than he's innocent. And
Well,
he fought it, he won it.
I don't know. I don't know that he won it. I think they dropped some of them. That doesn't mean he won it. But anyway,
He still won. He still won.
he's not. He's not
guilty.
charged. He's not charged. That's right. He's not charged with those things anymore. Very
Right.
clearly anymore. In fairness, neither was Epstein, right? So
Well,
he never went to court. Yeah, he didn't get to court.
Well, he was just hanging in there.
You know what? I'm gonna switch it. I ain't ending this segment on.
I have a
These-
different. I have a different answer.
Fucking
I have a different answer.
PDFs.
Yes, I have a different answer that isn't these two. Somebody, I think. I mean, this is still a problematic person, but not as problematic. A lot of people really seem to think, and I was one of these people for a while, that Kanye West is just misunderstood. And I'm starting to think that we perfectly understand him, but we just don't like it. So we keep saying, oh, he's misunderstood.
Because his music's just so.
Because he's a
fucking
good artist. And so we keep trying to find a way to be like, no, he doesn't mean it that way. He's just misunderstood. I think we got it. He's, as you know, he's just done his fifth apology to the Jewish people in as many years. So again, he's currently slate wiped clean. We'll see if that lasts. I'm guessing it won't. Based on the last
Come
four
on
times.
now.
But
Stop.
historically speaking, it won't last. My point is, I think we give him a lot of grace. And I do think he has mental health issues, by the way. I'm not discrediting those. But we give him a lot of grace because he's such a talented guy. And we're like, oh, he's just misunderstood. He's a genius and he's misunderstood. I think he might be a misunderstood. I think he might be a genius musically. I think he also might be anti-Semitic. I think both might be true. I don't think one negates the other. I think he's both, unfortunately for us. And so now people have to decide what that means for them. But I think trying to pretend that one doesn't exist because the other exists is you can't get there anymore. So he's not misunderstood. That's my pick.
How about this? My last actual question of the day. It's just too good of a question. I have to ask. What is your I might be wrong but take?
I sort of gave one, but I might be wrong, but I do have one. But if you have one, Jose, go for it.
I might be wrong, but John Cena is not the greatest fucking WWE superstar.
We're not having this conversation anymore.
At least he's honest on that one.
Yeah, we're just simply not going to talk about that. There is no more productive conversation to have about John Cena's status as the greatest of all time. Here's one. We talked about this a little bit last time, but I might be wrong, but I don't think anybody was on the grassy knoll. And I don't think that video, which is moving forward through the courts, is going to show anything different than we already know. I don't think enhancing it is going to make a difference. I think we know what happened, at least in terms of the principal players involved. And yeah, so that's I could be wrong, but I really do think that there was just one guy. by himself in Dallas all those years ago.
I might be wrong, but the CIA killed JFK then.
Whoa! Well, that's still possible. I didn't say that you know.
That it was
What's
still
his
an
name?
inside.
Possible.
Yeah, what's his name could have been hired by the CIA. I'm just saying there was only one guy. I'm leaving open the possibility of a CIA involvement or a mafia
Oh,
involvement.
I actually got one, right?
Yeah.
This is a little vulgar, so cover your ears if you don't like it.
Okay.
I might be wrong, but a passionate kiss is 1,000 times better than passionate sex. Huh?
Yeah.
Made you
We
think.
need,
Made you think.
we need to end this podcast.
Come on, that's way more romantic than sex. Sex is as
Listen, if I'm having
I don't
passionate
know.
sex, I'm having passionate.
what is the
kisses
sex?
while I'm
Private
fucking you.
parts combining together. Sex, you're actually feeling it, and then there's love in there. You know, let's be real. Why is pornography a
Mhm.
thing?
Well, that's
But a
not
true
passionate.
make-out romantic romance is that.
I might be with Jose on this one, Matt. You
Mhm.
might stand alone here.
I tell you where I got this take. I'm hearing this famous director say, yeah, honestly, when we film a makeout scene is way more passionate, more romantic than filming a sex scene.
Well, I would say,
So
you know me, add nuance, right? Yeah, because they're acting, right? And when actors are making out, by and large,
hey,
they're
there's gonna be
making
what? Oh,
out.
sorry. I'll finish your take, and then I'll have my closing
Yeah.
thoughts.
I was just gonna say, when actors are making out in a movie, by and large, they are making out, right? Factually, that you're not really faking it. You're faking the emotions behind it, but you're doing the physical actions. Obviously, with a sex scene, you are not doing the physical motions because you're not having sex. And so I do think it's harder to act passionately when you're simulating sex than it is to act passionately when you're simulating making out. If that makes sense. So I will say that probably is true from the director's perspective, but for us here on the ground, base level guys, I don't know. I think I'm with Jose still.
Yeah.
Listen, there's gonna be a day, and I hope, God willing, that you'll be an old person and you won't be able to use that thing anymore without a pill.
Well.
So, but you'll always be able to have the passion of a little smooch with the right person. So there you go. I already
I
win.
suppose that's what they make the pills for, though. So,
but still, there even be a time where that might not even work either.
I don't want to think about that time.
Damn, I feel like I'm talking to horny dudes instead of people considering the actual art of the kiss.
Oh, I mean, kisses are great. Honestly, when you're doing the one, usually the other one's happening too.
You know, get this
Not
right.
all
I
the
can
time, but-
listen. I'm gonna tell you this right now. How I beat you right now in 2 seconds.
Oh goodness!
I can passionately kiss those lips, the ones underneath them hips. It's the same as I kiss the lips above. So, sex
Oh God,
beats fucking kisses. Thank you.
All
Ring the
right.
bell.
Well, that's certainly, you certainly said stuff there.
why when you watch a movie, there's more of a passion? Not even reading a story, watching a movie, watching a stage play. There's a passionate kiss. There's no passionate banging.
Yeah, because you
Banging is banging.
well,
you know it, and you know it.
Because you can't fake it. You can't act that.
Well, and money wise,
You could act fucking. You could pretend to fuck.
Yeah, but not passionately, because
can't
you're
do
not
it
taking your clothes
Listen.
off. You're not doing action. You know what I mean?
I mean, there are people who have passionate sex who are more lustful too.
You want to know? Go. You know what you need
That's
to do.
true,
What
yeah.
you want, Ryan? You know what Matt needs to go do? He needs to go online and he's gonna Google Candace Michelle Passion Cove and get back to me and tell me that ain't passion.
That's passion, but that's not romance.
I didn't know.
Well,
no.
yeah,
Well,
I mean,
the
that's what I'm
question was
saying.
passionate kiss or passionate sex. That wasn't about fucking romance.
I'm talking about, if I raised the question wrong, sorry, but I'm saying it's more romantic to have a passionate kiss than more romantic to have a passionate fuck.
No, because
who you're
fucking
with.
Because fucking
I
and,
told
and
you.
passionate, fucking and sex is two different things. Fucking is too straight to the point.
Right.
Passionate sex is you're
It's
taking your
different.
sweet ass and it's
Yeah, it's
foreplay.
different. It's different.
You said my
So-
sweet ass in those.
It is different. Jose's right. You
Because,
can't
like, here's the thing,
passionately-
though.
yeah.
That's erotica at that point. But the romance is the kiss, is what I was saying.
I think it'd be pretty romantic to be
You
that
can't have
connected with
romantic
somebody.
sex. I mean, you can have romantic sex, but a
It's
romantic
not
kiss is
as
better.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, again, I disagree.
There's
but
no
I get what
way
you're
you can
saying.
film us, even if you had two people who actually couple of filming that. I can't even put that in the.
I get
You know what
you're
I'm
trying to
talking
say.
about.
Yeah, I get what you're
But
trying
I'll
to
say you can have a passionate fuck, a romantic fuck. No one's ever heard of the word romantic fuck.
Well, no, you
But
wouldn't.
while
use that
it is
term.
possible to still have it, but like I said, that's what sells is the kiss. The sex really is the epilogue, the grand finale. So
Maybe.
if you disagree, I respect your opinion. If you agree, that is the right
Yeah,
opinion.
we could be wrong. That's the main. That's the main premise. We could be
Yes.
wrong, but you know.
All right, cool. All right, nuclear opinions to finish it off, everybody. Will you tell us your big thoughts and special opinions on the world? What's your nuclear opinion on what's going on?
Yeah, I got a nuclear opinion.
So,
If I sign up for something online, right, and this could be anything, some sort of service like health insurance, or if I was maybe looking at schools or looking to join some sort of group from online, I have not given you permission to call me 4 times a day about it. If I didn't answer you the first time you called, I don't want to speak to you, right? So don't call. You got my information. You've got what I'm going to give you. You send one email thanking me, giving me the info that you want to give me, and then don't bother me. Because I'll be honest, when you bother me, now I don't want to do it anymore. Now I'm ignoring you. You might have the best car insurance, but you're bothering me, and so I will actively find a different person's car insurance to avoid you for bothering me. So that's my nuclear opinion, is if you work in telephone marketing or whatever you call that, I don't even know what you call that. When you get the form in, one email, ask if you want to call. Do not just start blowing up my phone. Nobody likes that. Nobody answers their phone anymore. Matt, do you answer your phone?
not if it's from a number I recognize.
You don't know. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I don't pick up random numbers anymore.
Right, exactly. So no one even wants to pick up the phone for you anyway. We don't know you. You're a stranger. That's my nuclear opinion. And people got to get better about that, because not for nothing, guess what it's about to be? We talk about the elections and they're important in November. It's about the election season, which means everybody and their mother is going to be texting and calling and texting and calling. We don't want it. One message at the beginning. That's it. Maybe a follow-up 2 months later, just to see if we're still alive. Safety, you know what I mean? Wellness check. That's it. Don't more than that. Nobody wants to deal with that.
That's a good one, man. That's a really good one. My nuclear opinion is that damn, I just had my thought. My nuclear opinion is that Coke is better than Pepsi. No, I gotta think of it. I
agree.
really had one, but shoot, Jose, do you mind going while I think of it really quick?
My nuclear opinion is Carlos. I can't even say the tennis player is probably going to be
Alvarez?
will be the greatest of all time when it's all said and done.
Really?
Thank you.
Who
Yes.
is? No, I don't think we've picked as a society the best tennis player ever.
That everybody picks Federer. Even though
I couldn't think of him, but obviously I knew who he was. But...
Yeah, I mean, there's a
Everybody
few
got
though.
that.
I don't know that Federer is like the consensus number one.
it's either him or Nadal, but I mean, you even though was it Jovic or Jovac, whatever, he got the
Djokovic?
most.
Jovac, Nokovic, or whatever.
Yeah, he got the most Grand Slams, but nobody really considered him the greatest of all time, even though he made it to the finals this year. But nobody ever kind of puts him.
Dude, I remember my grandma liked some dude with the last name Murray.
Andy Murray,
Maybe.
British.
Yeah.
Yes, Andy
That's
Murray.
about right. Yo, okay, I have my nuclear opinion. One of the dumbest forms of content, and nobody should think this is an idea. And if you do this type of content, you automatically lose any respect or any praise you deserve. I hate content with rich people trying to be poor or pretending it's like, hey, here's me working at Walmart for the day. Like, bitch,
Oh God, that's people's
So
jobs. Don't. Yeah, I'm with you on that.
I'm
Matt.
working as a bus driver. I'm working as a construction worker. Like, for a day, it's insulting. It's literally not that impressive. And the one guy who made this popular, I saw it was called Take a Break. James Corden. Well, we know why he's not a late night host anymore for dumb ideas. And this is one of them.
Are you guys ready? By the way, I mean, 100% agree with you. I pulled up. This is according to ESPN. The top 10 men's tennis players of the 21st century. Guys have, I mean, I don't know how well you know tennis. Do you guys have the names, you think?
That's one sport
I think
not that
I
educated
definitely
in.
All right,
I'll definitely do it. Like,
let's do it.
Put me on. All right. Keith Sampras.
Yeah. He's specifically number 7.
All right. Damn, number 7. That's who you gotta give. Oh,
What happened?
Nadal.
Yeah. Nadal is number
2.
3.
Number 3. What the
Mhm.
fuck? Keith Sampras number and Andre Agassi.
He is number 5.
Oh, they gave Agassi. Federer.
Number 1.
Novik.
Yep. Number 2.
Trying to think. Rob Laver.
Nope.
Oh,
Not on there.
Arthur Ashe.
Who'd you say?
Arthur Ashe.
Nah, he's too early. He falls out of the.
Damn. Well, Arthur Ashe only one title, but he was first black one. I assume they would put him on there for that. Jimmy Connors.
No.
Damn, not even Connors.
Remember, this is 21st century, so
Yeah, 21st century.
21st.
Yeah, 21st.
Got it.
That's what I'm saying. Some of the people you picked are just too old.
Too old. Andy Roddick.
Yep, he is number 8.
Andy Roddick. Andy Murray.
He is number 4.
Damn, they put Andy Murray at 4? Oh,
Yeah.
fuck. Hey, this is biased shit. This was gonna be some fucking British fucking tabloid bullshit you found it on.
ESPN.
Oh, fuck out of here. So who am I missing?
6, 9, and 10.
Shit.
You definitely know one of them.
6, 9, and 10. Definitely know one of them. Then none of those 3 are active right now, right? No, you wouldn't know.
I wouldn't know.
Fuck, I'm gonna get pissed. Go ahead, give me the other 3.
I'll give you 6 right now because it's Carlos Alcaraz. That's literally who you're just talking about.
Yeah, okay, Carlos. Okay, how about
Alcatraz?
It's Alcaraz actually. ALCARAZ.
Is it Alcaraz or Alcatraz?
Alcaraz. ALCARAZ.
Got it. So now, all right, Carlos. Well, he's up there. That's why I say he's fucking like 20 something. He's already number 6. He's good.
So 9 and 10 are who?
9 and 10 got it. Gotta give me Sinner. His last name is Sinner. No. What the fuck? He's been ranked number 1 for like 2 years now.
One of them is named Stan.
Damn, I don't know Stan.
All right, I'll just give you these 9 and 10.
Yeah, give me 9 and 10.
9 is Stan Wawrinka.
Starts with a W?
Yeah.
I don't know how to pronounce. I wouldn't even know. He's a journeyman. I wouldn't even consider.
And then 10 is Leighton Hewitt.
Leighton fucking Hewitt?
That's what they say.
Fucking that motherfucker hasn't played tennis in almost 20 years.
Mm-hmm. Well, but he was still within the 21st century.
Yeah,
he did still make the cutoff.
I give you that. There you go.
And he made the Hall of Fame in 2021, by the way.
Let's get it. I got 7 out of 10. So
Absolutely.
damn.
Honestly, and you had the other one too.
I didn't even think of him. Yeah.
Even though he was the person who started the conversation.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, there we go. That was our tennis break.
Fun story. Back in when I was like 15, I used to be ranked top 15 in the state of Connecticut.
Oh, that's fun. I went to tennis
Yeah, I've
camp.
heard that.
I was not ranked.
Yo, man, serve a volley.
Sure. I wasn't ranked even in the camp, for being honest. So there you go.
My guy. Ryan and Jose, excellent work as always. We'll see you after the Super Bowl for our Super Bowl reaction right after the game. Just give us an hour to be right there. That instant reaction of Super Bowl 60. Then we're back together on Tuesday to talk about what was trending over Super Bowl weekend, and then back on Friday as we talk about what's trending in the week ahead. Ryan and Jose, thank you so much. Thank you to the greatest fans and listeners in the world.
That's right.
Have a wonderful weekend. Go Seahawks. Enjoy the Super Bowl. And at the end of the day, everybody wants to be closer to free. See you later, Ryan and Jose.
See ya.